AgilePM Foundation, Lesson 3, Incremental Delivery.
One of the main differences between a predictive and adaptive approach is that in adaptive approaches we have multiple versions of the product created during the project. And we have a certain name for that. It is called incremental delivery. And the opposite is just a big bang delivery. The point is that building incrementally from firm foundations is one of our principles. We have multiple principles for agile project management. But to be more precise, it's one of the DSDM principles. And just in case you don't know, DSDM is one of the agile methodologies. Agile itself is the use of an adaptive approach. So how can we use it in real-world projects? How can we make it practical? The answer will be a methodology or a lightweight version of that, which is usually called a framework. And DSDM is one of them. And there are many others. DSDM was first published in 1994, and the last version, which is used for this course, and in case you're going to take the exam, will be the basis for your exam, it was published in 2014. And we have other systems as well. Scrum is probably the most famous one. It was made official in 1995. And XP, a great system, it was made official in 1999. But the point here is that for everything you see in this timeline, the dates are really fuzzy. I tried really hard. I didn't know exactly what to do. So, the point is, for example, for XP or Scrum, there used to be a bunch of people using a certain method in their development, and after a while they started calling it something, such as a Scrum or XP. And after a while they made it official by publishing a paper or a book. That's the date we have here, the first official publication. But for example, for XP, it was used long before 1999. And besides them all, we also have RAD, that's not my family name, that's something else, Rapid Application Development. It was created almost in 1991, and it's the mother for most agile systems. Many of them have been influenced by RAD, especially DSDM. And what we call waterfall, the term was coined in 1970. And that was the date people started creating the processes for waterfall. However, the point is that both approaches of predictive and adaptive have been using for the whole history of humankind. It doesn't mean that we didn't use any of them before these. And especially about Agile, most people think and believe that Agile is something new. But no, that's not new. It had been there all the time. And you can find it in really, really old efforts, initiatives. But what is new is the word Agile and the methodologies and frameworks that we have. So, many people from all those systems, Agile systems, got together and composed something they called the Agile Manifesto. That's very famous, and you've probably heard about that. People from XP, Scrum, DSDM, Crystal, and many other things. And finally, for comparing, the PMBOK Guide and Prince2 are probably the most famous resources we have, most famous standards for project management. They are not anti-agile, but they are not agile as well. They are neutral. We like to think of them as something neutral. They can be used in both environments. But if you ask me, don't just between the two of us, they are more compatible with predictive systems. Okay, but you didn't hear it from me. Prince2 itself was based on something that used to be called Prince, and it was older than that. And Prince itself was based on Prompt 2. It was created around 1979. So it gives you a complete perspective to the history of our methodologies and frameworks. And we're going to talk about DSDM, which is a great agile system. So back to our life cycle here. We talked about this main feature of this life cycle, which is the fact that we have multiple versions of the product, and we call it incremental delivery. And now take another look here. When we want to deliver like this, we have to repeat our development processes for each step, right? We have multiple cycles of development. You've probably seen on the internet that there are many diagrams about Agile, Scrum, and many other things. And all of them are using circles to show the cycles of development. That's what I'm talking about here. And we have a phrase to refer to this kind of development. Do you happen to know that phrase? We'll talk about it in the next lesson.
Note that you are not expected to memorize anything during this course. Please don't spend your energy trying to do so. The course is designed in such a way that you will automatically remember everything you need to remember. You're not even expected to spend any time practicing outside of the course. Our only expectation from you is that you relax and give your undivided attention to the lessons. Optionally, if you want to maximize your learning performance, we suggest you keep a constant pace during the course. It doesn't matter how many lessons you pass each day. What counts is to pass at least one lesson every day. Lessons are small enough to fit into any busy schedule. Good luck with the rest of your course.